big responsibility come with saying my body, my temple. I don't drink, I don't smoke. Like I done became so boring to all of the wrong people. But I'm so interesting to all of the right people. Anything that make me uncomfortable or a challenge, man, if it ain't rough, it ain't us. So sometimes we have psychological challenges, sometimes we have emotional challenges, sometimes we have physical challenges. So listen, I gotta learn from what I learn what I need from this situation. Whether it's uncomfortable, unfortunate, look for the positive lining in it and move on.
What's up, everybody? Today is May 16th, Thursday, aka shoulder day, aka you guys already know what time it is. So, oh, it's very nasty outside today. Very wet, even though I like wet. But no, it's wet out, nasty out. It's like one of those days where you want to snuggle in and stay in the house. You just want to stay inside, lay in your bed all day. But fortunately for us, we have duties. So anyways, heading to the gym. We have duties and obligations to fulfill. So we are heading to the gym, watching the truck drivers come out of the factories, so to speak. And we are getting close to going back to where we left off before I fucked up on Monday, but we're not going to talk about that today because we're over that. But the body's coming back down finally, slowly but surely. And feeling a little tired today. Feeling a little groggy. I've been taking my allergy medicine for my allergies. I take Zyrtex, so it definitely makes you feel sleepy. So when I take it at night, I usually try to take it at the same time every night, around 8:30 p.m. When I go do my live stream and all that on TikTok, I can feel it kicking in because I start to get tired around 10:30. And I'll tell you this much: one thing I will note about the allergy medicine is that these roads out here are fucking trash. Is that one thing that will definitely help you with is, number one, your allergies, and number two, it will help you sleep really good. Because once I fall asleep when I take the allergy medicine, I am knocked out. I guess because it makes you drowsy. That's why I take it at night. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't like taking drowsy." Well, if you don't like taking drowsy medicine, just take it at night. It'll help you sleep better too. So I took that. I'd be taking it at night at the same time and get some good sleep. But if you stay up a little late, you're gonna feel a little tired than usual the next day. It almost is like a melatonin, so to speak. But when I fall asleep, I notice I get deep sleep, deep REM sleep, and I sleep longer when I take allergy medicine. I've always been that way. It's got antihistamines in it, so you getting two things out of one with that. You get the allergy suppression, and you get good quality sleep. So you can't really beat that. I know people are gonna say, "Well, allergy medicine is not good for you." Well, listen, nothing in this world is good for you when you overdo it. So, anyways, at the gym, we're gonna do behind the neck presses. You guys know I love doing behind the neck presses. I just like that good stretch it gives you. And I gotta use a proper bench for that shit because I'm not trying to hurt my back. So we gotta find a good bench to use for that. Hopefully nobody's on the Smith machine. And hopefully there's some good sights to see in here today. But excuse me, fasted. My last meal was at 6:30 yesterday, so I'm coming in here fasted to burn off the excess calories, and just because I like feeling light, I like the way I feel. So behind the neck presses, rear delts. I love, you gotta get them rear delts popping, man. Then we're gonna do side delts. We work the back to the front. You guys know how I like it. And then we're gonna end off with some shrugs. We're gonna do barbell shrugs this week though. And then we're gonna do triceps. Triceps, you know the deal. We're gonna superset them towards the end, or after the compound movement. We're gonna superset triceps. So we're gonna do. I want to do. I would like to do some rope pushdowns to start. Then, well, it depends on where I'm stationed at. If I'm stationed around some dumbbells, then I'll most likely probably do some dumbbell work. But I would definitely like to do some easy bar skull crushers, because I haven't done them in a couple weeks. So I'd like to implement that in the routine today. And rope is a necessity. Definitely doing some type of push down and a dumbbell movement as well. So depending on where we're stationed, we're supersetting those, of course. Like I said, then we end up with some traps. And if we finish fast enough today, I would like to, well, I already have it in my mind, so I'm most likely going to do it. I'd like to end with some sit-ups, 20 sets of leg ups. 20 reps, 20 to 30 reps of leg ups, and 20 to 30 reps of crunches. Just superset, one set, and then next week I'll bump it up to 2 sets. Because last week we did 1 set and I felt pretty good. I just want to make sure I still feel good when I do it. And everything, you guys know, everything is 20s, 20 reps, 20 reps, 20 reps. And our sets are at least 2 working sets. 2 to 3 working sets, 20 reps, 15 to 20. Ideally 20 though, because we're sticking to this routine to see how our body reacts to it for now. And then towards the end of the summer, or maybe the middle, I don't know, it depends how we're at. I gotta gauge it. You gotta kind of go by feeling how you and take it day by day with this stuff, because I want to see how my body's gonna look. I gotta be dialed in 100%. So when I get to that goal I think I've reached, or I think I can't go any further, then I'm gonna shock the body and go back to switching up the rep ranges. And we're gonna be doing some different stuff, but we gotta keep on this little journey right now for now until we feel good enough to ready enough to do that. So enough talking. Let's go in and get it done. Hopefully there's nobody on the Smith machine. Well, there's 2 Smith machines, but I like the other. You know, they have a Smith machine at this gym I went to, and it's like one that you can come out with and move like this. That's pretty dope. But like I said, if you guys are healthy enough to do free weights is the better option always. Always do free weights. Reason why I'm doing Smith machine is because, number 1, I'm doing high reps, and number 2, the free weight shoulder press I have it's slanted, and the columns are so far out that if I try to do behind the neck presses, I'll hit the columns. I've already tried it like a bunch of times. Trust me, I'll hit the columns, and it's just not good at all. It's not good at all. And then I'll put the sheet out further to try to miss the columns. And the problem with that is now you got to come all the way like this, like almost like an overhead extension, to get the barbell to where it needs to be to come down. And that's how you fucking ruin your shoulders. And definitely not doing that, because it's not even possible to do without wrecking yourself. So Smith machine, and then we go to, I don't know what we're gonna do for like accessory movements, machines or dumbbells. We'll see how we feel when we get in there. So we'll see. So I don't know if you guys heard me at all, but I took a gander at my damn mic and it was flashing. It was like, I guess it wasn't working properly. Wasn't, I don't know. This mic's been giving me some issues. I might have to buy some other mics because the last, even with the last video I seen, the volume was off or the mic wasn't working properly. But what I basically said was, um, we're gonna break down this one right here and just try to get some good quality reps because the last one was kind of heavy. And also what I said was the reason why I like this gym so much. I don't know if they caught this on the mic's got this, but I said because it's like having your own personal gym. There's nobody really in here. You get to, especially at this time, you get to pick of the litter, whatever you want. And yeah, it's like your own personal gym. Can't beat it. So, and in the beginning, I left my headphones to the car to go all the way back how to do it. But warmed up with the bar, warmed up the bar twice. Then I did a quarter for 10, but 10 on 25 for 10. Actually, yeah, I did 10. And then first workout set, played for 20. Second workout set, I got 15. So we're going to break this shit down to the quarter and a 10 on each side. We're going to get 20, try to get 20 good reps. Ah. 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 50. Ah. God damn. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, man. That was rough. Try to enjoy every rep, but it's rough today. Whew. Last working set. Let's go to some red delts now. Notice, too, notice how I go down nice and slow in the first rep. Just really try to control the negative and break that muscle down, muscle tissue. Whenever you guys are doing movements, compound movements, try to control the negative on the first rep. Unless you're doing a PR, that's it. But you still want to have some type of control because that's going to break your muscle fibers down and promote more growth. So, and it gives you like a spring to get your momentum going, at least for me, I guess. So, go to dumbbells, rear delts. So we're going to do some rear delts right here. I decided to do it with the rope. Rear delts, I'm going to show you how to do it. Basically, all you got to do is hold the rope like this, right? With your hands, and just, you can keep your fingers pointed out. And you want to just pull it towards your face. So you pull it up high, it's like a high row. Pull it towards your face and spread these out as they come to your face. And really try to, you can put one foot forward or the other, so you get lean back a little bit. Really try to squeeze that rep and hold it for like at least a 1-2 second count and contract. That's gonna work all the rear delt cap. So this is a good exercise. I just don't do these often, but they are good to do. Throw them in your routine every once in a while. But we're gonna do that and superset with some tricep push downs. Really get that stretch too. Not really a strenuous exercise, more of an isolation movement. I come right here. Oh, oh, oh. Perfect. Perfect weight for triceps and rear delts. Don't have to go anywhere. Keep both of them right here, same spot. Like I said, I'm really strenuous, but more isolative for your rear delts. So, two more here. Actually, yeah, we'll do a couple more here, and then go to the side delts. Oh. Fuck. Just wanted to. Couple sets here. 20 reps. I want to superset these with. I think we're going to superset them with overhead extensions. Side delts, seated. Side delts, seated. Lateral raises. Gives you that isolation on the side delts because you can't get much swing to it. These are only 20s. It's too light. Fuck. Why did I continue to set? Just had to go. That's better. Oh. Remember, stay locked in when you do these. Working along head of the triceps. Find that rhythm. Ah, shit. Whew. Good weight. What? 16. Oh. 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 Oh, shit. Oh. That shit burns. That's good with that. So, should we do another one? Nah, we're gonna go with some front delts now. Front delts, superset with some skull crushers. So, we're gonna have to move over there actually. Switch it up. Actually, we can stay right here. Front delts right here. Dumbbells. One arm at a time, and you can do them together. Just control squeeze at the top. Try to lead with your front delts if you can. Use that mind to muscle connection. You don't gotta go too heavy on these. It's accessory movements because I noticed I used to go heavy on these, and all that did was hurt my joints and my shoulders. So you really want to use the muscle to make the muscle work, man. You want to be using your joints for these. So front delts, get that front 15 to 20 reps. Contract, squeeze, control. Forcing. I can do the last 5 together. Oh, good. Too light. Fuck. Everything was too light on that last one. So, fortunately, we're not going to count that. So, we're going to run it back again. It's going to be the first working set. Sad. Hey, damn. 10. Seven. 8. That was perfect. Uh, 10 more. Failure. Now we're good. Now we're gonna go do some traps and call it a wrap. Alright, so barbell shrugs, 15 to 20 reps. Remember guys, squeeze and contract when you get to the top. Really want to hold it for at least 2 seconds. Come down slow. Barbell shrugs are more of a mass gainer for your traps because it's free weights. And you're pulling towards the front more, so you get more of the front traps more than the back traps. So just keep that in mind when doing these. You want to stay parallel, about shoulder width, and like I said, get a good little stretch at the bottom, squeeze at the top for 1-2 seconds. Tell you another thing. When you do these two, if you don't use wrist straps, these work your forearms so good. Like for some reason, yeah, I did wrist straps when I was going super heavy, when I was bigger, heavier, pushing a lot of heavy weight around. It does enable you to focus more on your back and more on the movement itself rather than putting other body parts or muscles into play. So they are effective. But if you're not going super heavy, you want to try to train your forearm grip just as much as anything else. Because I feel like your forearm grip is very important, man. A lot of people neglect that. You need to train every part of your body, everything. So I always try to stay away from wrist straps if I could. And I always try to stay away from belts if I can, keep my core tight. But if you trying to avoid injury or you're going super heavy or whatever, they are good to use. But you got to know when to put them, implement them into the training, you know? You don't want to just be wearing this shit just to wear it because it looks cool, because you're not going to get anything from that. So it's typical. Yeah, everyone will know you're a beginner. You're all with all the wrist straps, and you're just walking around. Don't be that guy. So, and with shrugs, I used to think I had to go super heavy. Like, you can go heavy, but this is more of a, this is more just like I'd say like calf raises. It's more of a contraction movement. Stimulate with contraction, squeeze. And yeah, you want to stimulate muscle growth by putting some weight on it, of course. But you don't gotta put 5 fucking plates, 6 plates on you. I mean, you know, unless you can squeeze and hold it for that long, for like 10 good reps, hey, fuck it, do what you do. But this is not really an ego lift like that. For beginners, it is though. All right, next set. I can't do it then. I'm gonna try to do 2 plates one time. I'm not gonna get more than one, but I'll try one. Enjoy it while you can. Grip started to give out. And when my grip starts trying to give out, I just try to crank them out as much as I can before my grip completely just gives out on me. One more. That's it, man. Forearms are fried. Whew. All right, we're done. I'm gonna hit a couple sit-ups, and then we'll see if we're gonna do a little pulse today or not. A little pump check or not. We'll see. All right, I don't know if you guys can really see much, but I can't see a motherfucking thing. Hold up. There's got to be a way. Got a little bit of delts, a little bit of delts, a little bit of triceps in there. Okay. Tricep. Tricep is popping out crazy. Damn. See if we can get some trap action. A little bit of traps. Nice and round. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Nice, nice, nice. What else is there? And this tank top is not the best tank top either. I mean, not for shoulder day. So you gotta kind of bear with me. How does it go? Let's go. All right, so we're back. We are back like we never left. Hopefully you guys could hear me. Hopefully you guys could hear me when after my fucking mics were down, because I didn't notice that until I started working out, but I fixed it, I think. So shoulders, triceps complete. Complete. Now, maple waffle. Oh, fuck, dude. So fucking good. I know I say that every time. But it's the truth. That shit is so good. It's like a treat. As soon as you leave, it's like a treat. So workout. I mean, scale of 1 to 10, I will give it I'll give it a 7. A 7 out of 10. Did I have the best pump? Not really. Did I have a good workout? It was good. Wasn't the best, but it was good. Yeah, I can't complain. I cannot complain compared to where I was a few months ago, not even training at all. So actually, I cannot complain. Pretty decent pump. Shoulders are feeling pretty something. Triceps are feeling something too. Go ahead, come on. Okay, thank you very much. So yeah, the workouts are complete. Wasn't that many people in the gym today, which is a plus. Like I said, you get to get in and get out, get your workout done. And don't get me wrong, seeing some women in the gym as a man is a plus. That's a definite plus. I'm sure for women out there that are watching, seeing some eye candy while you train is a plus too. So definitely helps motivate a little bit more, but you know, you got to do it because you love it. You got to do it because you want to do it, man. You can't really rely on those type of situations, because those situations aren't going to happen all the time. Just like me leaving my headphones in the car in the beginning. If I would have left my headphones and I went to another gym far away, I would have continued and just went anyways. You know, you got to learn to do things without certain motivators, certain motivational factors, so to speak, because that's not always going to be there. So the more you can do it without that stuff, when you do have that stuff around you, it's going to motivate you extra that much more. It's like an extra bonus. So keep that in mind. I always say that shit, keep it in mind, keep it in mind. Another thing I think I say all the time is more bang for your buck. I don't know why those words. That's just what I say. That's how I talk. Everybody's got a certain way they talk, right? When they're trying to get their point across. But no, pretty decent workout. Raining out, the weather's real shitty. Haven't even eaten yet today, which is a good thing, especially when you're cutting, because you get to push your calories down a little more, so you're able to eat a little bit more later in the day, as opposed to early in the day, you eat all your calories and then you're kind of starving at nighttime. You got to kind of like, you want to kind of space it out well. Like I said, I'm not tracking all my macros, but I am keeping in mind the proteins, the carbs, and the fats. But I'm mostly looking at the calories, because I can download a macro tracker app, which is the best thing to do. But I just feel like that's a lot of work, man, to punch in every little tiny fucking macro. Optimum way to do it, but that's a lot of, that becomes tedious at that point. And it's not, I think after a while, it doesn't really become fun anymore. It becomes like a job. I'm doing this because I enjoy doing this. I don't want to start doing this and be like, damn, this is a fucking project. So I'm trying to do things within reason of enjoying it, but also keeping track and staying mindful of things as well. You know, because I'm a pretty good gauger when it comes to certain things, when it comes to dieting and stuff. I've been doing this for a while, and I know when I fuck up on my diet, it's my own fault. So I have no one to get mad at but myself. I know exactly what I'm putting in my mouth, pause. I know exactly what's going on, you know, how many calories. I mean, I know all this stuff. And it's very simple. If you're trying to lose weight, all you got to do is stop eating as much. Keep your protein up, of course, but just stop eating so many meals. That's all you got to do. And then you should be good to go. You know what I mean? You know what you're putting in your body, and you are aware of what you're trying to do with your body, whether you're trying to bulk, whether you're trying to cut, or whatever the case is. You guys know what you got to do at the end of the day. So as long as you're aware and you know what you're, what do you call it? As long as you're aware of what you're doing and you're mindful, you gotta keep that in mind. You gotta keep the goal in mind at all times. The goal has to be the tunnel, at the end of the tunnel. Like, even through the hardest days, which I know I sound like a contradiction because of what I've just done, but nobody's perfect neither. So gotta try not to beat yourself up too much, like I try not to do. I'm working on that still as we speak. But yeah, it's pretty simple. We overcomplicate a lot of things because we want things faster, and things don't really work that way, unfortunately. So we try to overcomplicate things and make things harder than what it is, rather than easier than what it is. And that's what can throw you off your shit, your game too. For the people that are trying to gain weight, it's fucking easy. That's the easiest thing. That's so fucking easy. I can gain weight just by looking at food. Nah, but it's not that easy. The reason why I say it's not that easy is because you got, say you want to get in a surplus, and say your calorie maintenance is 3,000, but you got to eat 35 to 3,800 to be in a surplus. Now, can you do that in one sitting? Of course you can. Of course you can. But you got to remember, you got to get enough protein in. You want to get enough carbs in. You want to get healthy fats. Listen, 35 to 3,800 calories a day, clean food. I'm not talking about McDonald's and Taco Bell. I'm talking about clean food. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. I'm sorry to tell you guys, because you got to eat grilled chicken, steak, pasta, potato. All these foods that are not there. I mean, I'm not gonna say they're easy to get down, because they're not. But let's just say, all right, 3,800 calories. No, let's just say 5,000 calories of junk compared to 5,000 calories of clean food. You're gonna have a lot more food with the clean food than you are with the junk. The junk is probably only gonna be like this much. The clean food's gonna be like this much, because it's more dense. So you gotta well, I don't know, less dense or more dense, whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to say. There's just less calories in them things, because on the cleaner side of things. So the cleaner side is gonna be, you're gonna have to eat more of that to catch those calories that you're trying to get in a surplus with, rather than you eat say you eat a quarter double pounder from McDonald's and a few fries and a couple nuggets. Right there, that's damn near half your calories knocked down or more. But you're not getting enough protein in. The protein is not going to be where it needs to be. You're going to overshoot your fats, all that stuff. So you got to keep that in mind, man. Definitely got to keep that in mind, especially if you're trying to do a lean bulk. It's not easy. You got to eat a lot of food and a lot of clean food. And you try doing that shit every day, it becomes a job. Seriously, it becomes a job. But the cut is easy, but it's hard too at the same time, because of how strict you got to be and how clean you got to eat, and how less you can eat. Especially if you're a hungry person all the time, cutting those calories can be hard in the beginning, very hard. But if you can get through the first few weeks, you'll be smooth sailing. I know easier said than done, but it takes a while. It definitely takes a little while. But the cutting is easier because you can eat less food. You don't have to worry as much. But it also is harder because you get hungry and you get cravings and you're like, fuck. But that's why you got to fill those cravings in with good shit, like whether it be fruits, low calorie fruits, watermelon, or whether it be protein snacks, because you want to keep your protein as high as possible. Both ways, bulking and cutting, you want to keep your protein as high as possible. So it's definitely not. They're both not easy, but one is a little bit easier than the other, I must say. So that is that. I hope everyone is reaching and attaining their goals. I hope everyone's having an amazing day, and I appreciate everybody that's watching my videos. Feel free to comment, tell me what else you'd like to see, and I'll do my best to accommodate you guys. So gonna go in here, gonna eat some food. Same thing, and that's another thing when dieting, like I always say, consistency, doing the same thing over and over every day. Yeah, it becomes monotonous, but this is the lifestyle, y'all. This is the lifestyle. And that's how you get the quickest and the fastest results, by doing the same thing over and over and over, even when you don't want to do it, over and over and over, just like a dog. You're feeding dog the same meals every single day, no matter what. And that's how when you start trying to go off your shit a little bit, try and do different things because you're hungrier and you're like, maybe I can, do this because you're super hungry, especially when you're dieting. That will start throwing you off your game slowly, because then you start doing shit that you wouldn't normally do, And now before you know it, you're eating more calories than you normally would, and now you're putting on weight instead of losing weight. So I've done that too. Trust me, I've been there. So you gotta find a good routine, some good quality, some good supplementation for the sweet tooth, or if you guys have sweet tooth or whatever, and you gotta try to stick that out for as long as your cut is, and you're gonna be good. You will be good. Now cheat days, I don't know. Everybody's different, man. Cheat days is hard only because after you have a whole cheat day, I do realize you get a lot hungrier the day after because your metabolism gets spiked and all your sugar, insulin levels are so fucking spiked. Yeah, they're out of whack. Your everything's out of whack the next day, so you kind of get them mood swings, the cravings, and all that. But if you can control it, then there's nothing wrong with it. But I wouldn't go too crazy with it neither. So, within reason, like I always say, easier said than done. But these things are possible, depending on how bad you fucking want it. So, I'm gonna leave you guys off with that. I love those who love me. Now, fuck that. I love everybody. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. I gotta go eat. Shit.